Hello everyone, and welcome to my Forgotten Hollow. Here is where none other than Voldemort resides. In my Harry Potter game? Yes, that's Voldemort. He has all of his missions in this game as well, but he's living in the Riddle Mansion, so only his father, Tom Marvolo Riddle Sr., as a ghost, is the relation that lives there. Nagini, of course, I made her a real person, and I made her kid. You can't have a snake. What are you gonna do? There's Peter Pettigrew, who kind of like works as a servant, and then there's a basilisk. When I downloaded Nagini, the basilisk came with it, and I thought it was kind of cool. So, how else you're gonna have this basilisk in your game? So I have them do. And none of these characters are vampires. I didn't like it, but I looked at so many Voldemorts before I decided that this is the one I'd use. There's so many really talented people. I'll go through and tell you in another video which ones I picked, why, and any custom content used. So down here we got the Lestranges. Of course, Bellatrix is never far from Voldemort. And because I had to have all the blacks related to each other with their families, the parents had to be there. So here's Bellatrix Lestrange, and then the blacks, her parents, who are also Narcissa and Andromeda's parents. And this is the brother of Sirius Black's father. That's not too convoluted or complicated. I don't know if they're dead or alive, so I left them alive. And then I think this one's her husband, and then Robastin. I think that's they're brothers. These two, Rodolphus and Robastin, they're brothers. I think Bellatrix is married to this one. So there's the blacks and the Lestranges. And then down here I put all the Gaunts. These are all ghosts because they're dead. We know it. I did download this from this as well. All the Sims that I have, I basically downloaded or tweaked. There's Merope, Tom Riddle's mother, who died. And then Morphin, who is her sister. And then their dad, Marvolo Gaunt. They're all descended from Slytherin. They're all ghosts. They live in the shack. I downloaded the shack as well. It's the Gaunt shack. Or whatever. And then over here, I've got some Death Eaters, some single Death Eaters that didn't have families, like the Goyles and the Crabs and the Malfoys and the Knots. So these are the guys that are left. We've got Antonin Dolohau, Thorfinn Roll. I cannot say these names. Jorben Yaxley, Walden McNair. It's so much easier to read them than to say them. Let me just tell you, it's hard. Oh, they're broke. Because they broke out of Azkaban, I should probably give them some money though. So whenever they're around, they can do stuff in my game. And then I put these characters in the neighborhood because the near Greyback kind of follows Voldemort. He's a werewolf, but there are no werewolves in this game, so he's a vampire. So the other vampire that we know about in the actual Harry Potter series as an actual vampire is Nagini, the vampire. So I just threw them together because I don't know where else to put them. They have to be like in a dark place because they're vampires, and like these houses came already made with coffins in the basement, so they're just gonna be there. So there's just Death Eaters, werewolves, vampires, Gaunt ghosts, Bellatrix, and Voldemort. This is my Forgotten Hollow. I picked this one because it was just so perfect with the graveyard next door. And I think this is like another Riddle Mansion. I'll go through the houses in another video and all the different characters and who I got them from. But thanks for tuning in.